Jaylen Brown has tasted both the agony and ecstasy of this league. For nearly a decade, he battled through playoff heartbreak, chased the elusive dream, and finally reached the mountaintop. Finals MVP. A championship parade in Boston. The glory, the legacy, the love. It all culminated in that one shining moment when Brown became more than just a star. He became the guy. But the NBA doesn't let you rest on your laurels. It has a funny way of slamming you back to earth. Just 1 year later, the Celtics are done again. It feels the same. It almost feels worse, Brown said after Boston's 119-81 dismantling at the hands of the New York Knicks. We were trying to do something special, go back to back. We had a great group. We played well all year, so I think this probably stings even more. It's the new NBA, and this is the tax you pay for success, sometimes literally. This wasn't just another playoff loss. It was a harsh collision with the cold, calculated machine that modern basketball has become. The Celtics didn't just lose a game. They may have lost their shot at being the NBA's last true dynasty in the making. With another year gone and the second apron looming large, Boston now stares down a future that could look very different from its recent past. Welcome to the parity era. 7 straight NBA seasons have ended without a repeat champion. 7. That's no accident. It's by design. The league's new collective bargaining agreement, particularly the dreaded second apron, has fundamentally reshaped the economics of contention. Simply put, it's now engineered to prevent super teams from hanging around too long. Boston knew this. Everyone knew this. But knowing it doesn't make it any easier. The Celtics tried to cheat fate by running it back. Same core, same game plan, same swagger. It looked like the right call, especially during a dominant regular season. They were deep, well-coached, and driven. Brad Stevens worked salary cap magic to keep this core intact, a feat worth celebrating in today's financial minefield. But in the playoffs, depth evaporates fast. Injuries stack up, opponents adjust, and suddenly, that perfect machine starts sputtering. A brutal collapse. Boston didn't just lose in Game 6, they imploded. It wasn't just the scoreline that stung, it was how it happened. The Celtics, who had played such intelligent, methodical basketball over the last 2 years, looked like a shell of themselves, disjointed, emotionless, out of sync. It was an embarrassment, one analyst put it post-game, and no one argued. Jayson Tatum's Achilles injury loomed over the series like a thundercloud, stripping Boston of its North Star. Kristaps Porziņģis, the team's offensive safety valve and mid-range assassin, was sidelined too. Without him, the Celtics reverted back to their old bad habits: stagnant fourth-quarter offense, turnovers, and defensive lapses. This wasn't the dominant, floor-spacing juggernaut that defined last season. This was something else entirely. Tired, depleted, and maybe, just maybe, broken. The end of this core? Make no mistake, this loss might be more than just a disappointing finish. It could signal the end of an era. Brown didn't mince words. Losing to the Knicks felt like death. But what comes after death? A resurrection? A rebuild? Or something in between? That's the question hanging over the Celtics offseason like a guillotine. Everything hinges on how quickly Tatum can recover from surgery. If he's back in time for a postseason push next year, maybe Stevens takes one more shot with this group. If not, the hard decisions come fast. And Stevens isn't one to blink. He's proven time and again that he's not afraid to make bold, uncomfortable moves, trading beloved stars, flipping rosters, or firing coaches. He's a calculated risk taker. Now he faces his biggest test yet, retooling a contender in a league designed to rip contenders apart. What went wrong? The Celtics tried to evolve with the times. Under Joe Mazzulla, they became the epitome of modern basketball. Every player could shoot. Every player could switch. Every lineup was a problem. They embraced analytics in full. They hunted cross matches with ruthless efficiency. They flooded the floor with threes like never before. For a time, it worked. They weren't just winning. They were innovating. But innovation has a shelf life. Without Porziņģis to stabilize their crunch time offense, the Celtics regressed. The ball stuck. The shots stopped falling. And when they needed someone, anyone, to make a play, nobody stepped up. Mazzulla's offense, as advanced as it is, also became predictable. The league is full of brilliant tacticians, and teams began to decode Boston's playbook. What was revolutionary 1 year ago felt stale this spring. The magic wore off. A league in flux. The NBA changes fast. Championship windows slam shut with alarming speed. 1 year, you're the hunted. The next, you're just another team trying to